Hello, guitar aficionados. Fender today is releasing, or not today, I don't know when you're watching this, the Meteora, which is from the Player Plus series. So that's the Player series, which means made in Mexico. Let me check. Made in Mexico, but the Plus, meaning betterer. And it's not a Strat, it's not a Tele, it's not a Jaguar, it's not a Jazzmaster, it's the Meteora. And I don't know, really, and don't give a flying rat's ass, whether this has been a model that's reissued, it's been around for a long time, it's something brand new, I don't know. I look at the instrument that's in front of me, and the instrument that Fender sent to me, who are, by the way, paying for this video, has a couple of minor things that I will critique, but generally, I love the idea that, look, it's a shape that's not one of these others. It's also not one of these others from the other brands. It's, and that is amazing, a Fender Meteora. It's a guitar shape that is unique without being ridiculous and spikes and long and It's oddly familiar, yet cool and surfy. Now, the Meteora Player Plus comes with locking tuners, well done Fenders. Short, stacky, twiddly things. So let's look at these. I mean, you've seen them in the beginning. I don't even know why you're watching this. Really short, really nice. This apparently is fake synthetic bone. I mean, what do you want to know? It's got a maple neck with a skunk stripe, maple fretboard. Other colors come in Porphyro, black dots. Beautifully rounded off fretboard edges. It definitely feels very nice. And talking about other colors, we have, of course, the Sunburst here. It comes in Bel Air Blue, Cosmic Jade, and a Silver Burst. So we got two humbucking pickups, which are called Fireball. Don't ask me what they're Fireball humbucking. And then you can switch these to single coil by pushing this little knobby right here on the volume knob. 3-position switch, which oftentimes when I go into neck, kind of still flips back a bit into the middle position. It's kind of strong spring in there. We've got a 2-point tremolo, which I have to say has a huge, look at this, trem block in the back. And you know how I like that. This is not a cheap-ass trem block from the looks of it. It's got a screw-in trem arm, which is, it works, but it definitely has a lot of play, and I don't like it. Here, it's super tight. Well, of course, you can trem, but here, there's play in it. So I know there's ways to fix that, but I'm thinking, why isn't the design just play-free to begin with? Well, it's called the Player Plus. Maybe that's why. Oh, Player Plus, it needs to have play. It works. Look. But it feels like you don't have the most control over it. So get that fixed yourself or write to Fender to do a sticky arm. Where, of course, individual saddles are that I had to adjust the intonation on the high strings. It was quite a bit off to play higher things. But, hey, you can't expect Mexico guitars to arrive completely perfectly set up. We know that setup is an issue with these models. So as long as you know, you can either ask for a setup before you buy it at the shop. You order it, say, please, I want a setup, and sometimes you have to pay for that. But know that they don't come perfectly set up. The action right now is a little bit higher. I definitely have to adjust the neck a bit. But these are things, of course, that can be adjusted. 22 frets, medium jumbos, satin urethane gloss finish. Next, a modern C. It feels like my my Strats that I have, my American Pro and all those. Very nice. Alder body, master volume, 2 tones. Interesting choice. Really like the metal knobbies on there. Nice touch. Of course, a huge pickguard. Comes with 9s and what they call a deluxe gig bag, which I call a basic gig bag. See, any gig bag that does this is not deluxe because it doesn't have internal structure or walls. It's a shell, scratch resistant, slightly padded. It's a gig bag and it's not bad. And other companies at $1,000, which is how much the guitar is, do not provide a gig bag. So yay for Fender. Calling it deluxe is a little bit misleading. It's a basic gig bag. If I bought this at the shop, I would spend probably 20 bucks on it. Okay? Deluxe is an 80 euro gig bag. But it's there, and again, other companies, Schecter, Ibanez, do not offer gig bags. So, yay. Now, how does this thing sound? It sounds really sweet. Tough to say what kind of guitar it is, other than that it's a Fender Meteora. The high E string, it's got quite a bit of bite, and generally the guitar, for being a humbucker guitar, has a lot of bite, like dangerous bite. And maybe that's why we need the two tones. I already said it clocks in at $998 or something like that. It's $1,000. There's a bass, which apparently clocks in at 12 something. But we're not looking at the bass, we're looking at the guitar. One model, different colors, one price. We got a shaping here. We got a long shaping here. And now we're going to listen to it. I mean, you've already heard it. I don't know why you're still here. Other than to hear me at the end saying, hey, links below, please use them. That really helps me if you use my links. So do that. We're going to start with the Tone King, Sky King. People are saying, why aren't you using a Fender Deluxe reverb with this? Well, because this is very similar to a Deluxe reverb. It's a boutique Deluxe reverb. I have a Deluxe reverb in Studio B, but that's what we're using because it's my reference. And then we're going to go into loads of other amps. We're running that into the aux with a 412 cream backloaded cab. And here we go. By the way, the reverb is coming from the golden reverberator from Universal Audio on the table there. Just a little bit of spring. Very full, thick sound. Gonna go straight in the middle. So again, the high E string. Very dangerous, very metally, very planky. That's the B. Don't quite know what's going on there. I might help it by raising the saddle a tiny bit. I think that is probably a setup issue. Now we're here, and that's Bite Central. That track in the beginning, I have to admit, I was blown away by the lead sounds and by the insane sustain this thing has. With a bolt-on, I mean, why, Michael, bolt-on? Why? And nines. Crazy good. That's what that is. Single coils. Click this thing in. works. Here the E string is a bit more than the others. Again, very likely a setup issue. So fix the wiggle stick, set up the E string, then and it went in the middle when I didn't want that. It seems that the spring, I mean, it isn't. So why is it? I think it's when I'm flicking it up that it doesn't really all the way go there. Gonna go into different amps. Let's go into the RedSeven Duality 100 on the vintage channel, which is a very classic sound. Having fun here with that single coil sound. That's pretty cool. Going into the Artesound, which is set to FET input right now, which means it's dumbly. Nice. Into the Morgan MVP66, which is, of course, JTM-like. So there I really want to dial back the tone a bit, because that's very aggressive. Now we're in the Mini Plexi, or SV20H as Marshall calls it. Morgan AC20 for that Voxy kind of idea. Did it again! JCM 800. Let's rock it! Tuners are not the best ones in the world, but they are absolutely more than adequate for the money you're paying. Buttery smooth with 90% precision. 90% precision. That's what they have. 90%. Nice. And we're going to go into the, what's that thing called? Orange thing. Orange Rockerverb 50. Oh, that's interesting. This guitar does not push very hard because that amp right now is set to high gain. And there we are. Well, okay, so this thing sometimes doesn't really go all the way to the neck and kind of gets stuck or flicks back. I don't know what happens to the middle. Not a massive issue, and could just be one bad switch. The flippy, floppy, wibbly wobbly trem arm is a general design flaw of that kind of screw-in arm trem. I know it can be fixed. Watch Phil McKnight's channel to find out how. I don't know. I'll ask him. But that's it. That's not a, oh my god, the guitar sucks kind of an issue. Top E string is a little bit bitey, but it can absolutely be tamed. And also not the biggest issue for me. I did have to fight with it a little bit when recording the track. But I'm pretty sure, looking at the saddles, that it's just a matter of raising that a tiny little bit, and then I think we're good. Bang for the buck. When it comes to tone, Fender has a real winner here because it is strangely thick without being a mahogany thickness. It's not a single cut set neck sound, but it has sustain and some, not roundness. I mean, it feels like a Fender 100% with all the sparkiness that a Strat or a Tele would have without being one, with being humbuckers. But if you want the single coil sounds, it is not 100% a real single coil, but you can get, especially with some edge of breakup sounds, those Stratty neck position sounds, and they work. They're not too brittle, they're not too thin. This is a super flexible instrument that I think would find its home in a wide variety of styles. Jazz, absolutely, this is a jazz axe. Blues, hell yeah. Independent, yes. Pop rock, yes. Would it be the metal guitar? I don't know, the black one maybe. I have no idea. But I don't think that's what it's made for. With locking tuners, that's modern, that's nice, and they didn't go all, crazy vintagey on it. Minus the stuff I critiqued, which isn't massive and can easily be fixed. I really like what Fender has done here. I have a lot of guitars on my laps, and again, tonally, the sounds I can get with this. Listen to the lead sounds in the track I did in the beginning. Utterly freaking ridiculous. So I would say, yes, Fender, you've got a winner. If you're into the shape and you want a guitar that's highly flexible, you might want to look at the Meteora. So, thanks for commissioning this video, Fender. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to put links below, which is very important for you to use so that I can pay my bills. Doesn't cost you anything if you use my links, so please do. And as always, we're also putting these pesky animals at the end.